So, I recently made a video about how to end your phone addiction in 2026, and in that video, I talked a lot about just making sure you have something to actually do when you're not on your phone doom scrolling. And I thought I would just show you firsthand like what I actually do in a day if I don't doom scroll. I did sleep in this morning because it's Saturday, it's literally the weekend, but when I woke up, I read in bed for a little bit, which I usually only do on the weekends. I had breakfast, I went on a walk outside, I updated my habit tracker and mood tracker in my planner. I watered my plants. And honestly, it's almost time for lunch at this point. Because I did wake up so late. But I'm thinking what I'll do today is tidy up a little bit. I think it's good to try to do that on the weekends, spend some time on my hobbies, and I might go out and run some errands today. I'm not sure yet. But first, let's go ahead and tidy up the living room a little bit. So here are a few journals. A lot of times, if you are watching videos about what to do when you're not on your phone, they will almost always suggest journaling, and I second that as well. Journaling is not something I've picked up because I'm trying to get off my phone. Journaling has been a practice of mine since I was probably in elementary school. But one thing I want to suggest to you besides just journaling that you can do is reread your old journals. That's what I'm about to do. I have 4 journals here. So here's the situation. I journal quite a bit. So this year I have almost completed 3 journals. This was my first journal of the year. By the way, I don't have highly expensive journals. Pretty much all of my journals just come from Target because as you can see, I go through them kind of quickly. And so it would cost a lot of money for me to keep buying highly expensive journals every time I end one. But this first journal, which again I think is from Target, I started on January 1st of 2025 and I wrote in it until April 18th. So January 1st to April 18th was this journal. From there, I moved on to this journal. I don't remember where it's from, but probably Target, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, something like that. Just a cheap one that has paper. I wrote in this one from April 19th, so the day after I finished the one I just showed you, until August 5th of 2025. And this one went with me during the process of quitting my job of 5 years to getting hired for a new one. And then finally, my current journal is this one. I started this one on Wednesday, August the 6th, and I'm still finishing it. So I have this much left to go. I'm not sure if you can actually see. And I really want to finish this before the end of the year, but I still have so many pages left, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I am going to try. And then I do have one more journal. This is a journal I have not started yet. This one's blue though, which as you can see is a little bit different because my other ones have been sort of the leathery brown color. But yeah, this is the one that I hope to start in the new year in 2026. And the reason I'm showing you all of these journals is because journaling is a really easy thing you can do if you're trying to not be on your phone. And you can even write in your journal about why you're not getting on your phone. But also, journals, once you have them, can be a great thing to look back on. So that's what I'm going to be doing now instead of getting on my phone. Sorry for the weird angle. I just got ready and I'm gonna go see my boyfriend while he's on break from work. And then since I'll already be out, I might run some errands or maybe run by the library or something. I'm not sure. Here's my outfit though. One thing I kind of hate about winter is that you have to wear a jacket or a coat. And I feel like maybe it's just the jackets and coats I have, but I feel like they never add to the outfit. I feel like they take away from the outfit, which sucks so much. And on top of that, I really like to wear a lot of crop tops because I feel like they are flattering on my body type, but I also just think they're so comfortable and cute. And when you wear a crop top with like a normal cropped coat, it almost always looks weird. It's like the shirt is way shorter than the coat, so it always looks weird, and I hate that. But that was a weird aside, unrelated to how to spend your day when you're not on social media, but we're rolling with it. It's about 8 p.m. now, so I'm going to eat a late dinner. Earlier, I did have a snack. That was at like 4:30 or 5 maybe. That's when I had that macaroni and cheese. But yeah, anyway, late dinner now. And when I get done eating, I'm probably just going to edit this video probably for the rest of the night. And then I'll probably read and maybe journal as well before I go to sleep. And I intentionally did a lot of quote unquote non productive things today because I think the rhetoric around not doom scrolling and lowering your screen time and this and that, I think a lot of the rhetoric around that heavily encourage this so that you can be more productive, so that you can build that business or finish that project or write your dissertation or whatever it is. But it's also valuable even if you're not doing something quote unquote productive that is going to help you financially or help you grow in some way. Like you can literally just color in a coloring book. You can play a musical instrument for fun, even if you're not going to have a performance or something. You can go on walks just because. You can journal. You can read. There are so many things you can do that don't involve doom scrolling, but it's also not like you're turning yourself into a self-improvement project. Don't get me wrong, I do love self-development and I think it's really fun, but that's not all that this has to be. You don't have to give up doom scrolling to become more productive. You can give up doom scrolling just to give yourself a better life. And that's good enough. That's a good enough reason. Also, side note, look what I found. Did you hear that? It's a JVC Averio camcorder from 2010. And I have been watching back a few of the videos, and they have been crazy. But this inspired me because I found this in a box with a bunch of my other like old tech items, and I think I want to do a whole video about using old tech items instead of doom scrolling. And I think it would be so cool if I filmed the whole video on this. I don't know how the audio is on it or if I could even hook up this microphone to it somehow, but I don't know. I want to give it a shot, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned.